Good afternoon, friends. Today is Wednesday, October 15th, 2025, and it's time for some creative ink. It's time for us to get inspired and create a beautiful project today and then share this project with others. So come on in. I'm Nancy Thompson. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Skaneateles, New York, and I welcome you to my craft studio. Today, we are going to create a beautiful fall card. It is using the I think it's Gathering Moments bundle, and it's an online exclusive, I believe. Yes, it's an online exclusive. And let me just check it out. That's November. I don't have my September online exclusive here at my desk. Rats. Maybe this is it. Here we go. Yes. Yes, it was the September, came out September, beginning of September. It is the Gathering Together Sweet Collection, and we're going to create something beautiful with it today. I'm in love with it. Of course, I love fall, and if you love fall, put a message in the comment, and make sure you subscribe to my newsletter, because that's where you're going to get a PDF tutorial with this card today. So let's get started. And if you're joining in, say hello so I can welcome you. Okay, I was just finishing up trimming my envelope flap, so let me just quickly do that. Today, it's a beautiful day. Sun is shining, a little chilly out there, and I've been getting ready for some company that's coming to stay with us for a little bit, so we're excited about that. So needless to say, I have been cleaning my craft studio. Boy, have I been cleaning craft studio. I have been doing some purging, and there's going to be more purging that you'll be seeing at some of my upcoming events. Okay, so if you're local to me, you're going to want to not miss out on the next Crafters Tea. Crafters Tea in November and December, and I've got one other special event in the works as well. Hi, Pat! Yay! So, so we're going to. Hopefully, I will have some details on it soon. I'm almost there. I got to finish the samples and do some pricing as always. And I'm thinking we're gonna do a Stampin' Bingo. All right, so if you're live, you're not going to want to miss the Stampin' Bingo. Okay, let me finish this. Well, I still have a couple more envelope flaps. So, yes, I'm in love with this bundle. Of course, I love this designer paper as well. And you know what? I forgot to grab the designer paper because I have been using quite a bit of it. So let's grab that. And then, okay, last envelope flap. All right, here we go. It's so quick and easy to do your envelope flaps. You don't want to leave a naked envelope. Okay, we are good to go. And let's see. Let me grab this out and then get rid of this clutter here. There we go. Okay, now I have a clean desk. We're using quite a bit of different stuff today, so, and let me mute my phone. There we go. Okay, I think I'm ready. Okay, so here's this gorgeous designer paper. This is the Gathering Moments or Gathering Together paper, and I love it. If you love fall, you're gonna love this. This has like a beigey background. Let's look at there's three styles. So the other one, this is a white background, and then the third one is, because I've shared this before, so we got white. What is the third one? Yes, Nancy, what is the third one? Wait. Oh, this one. Okay, there we go. Let's get rid of this. So the leaves are all the same. So these two are both white backgrounds, but this is just Cajun Craze and Early Espresso leaves and a little bit of basic beige. And then this one over here is a little bit more colorful, like more traditional leaves. And then let's look at the flip side. So this is the B side. So we've got this paper mimics the embossing folder that's in this suite. And then we've got some beigey backgrounds. This one kind of mimics bark and so on, okay? And then our other threes are plaids. Plaids and stripes, pretty much, okay? So let's just throw this here. So we've got these. I love the gold. They say it's champagne, but to me it's kind of like champagne-y gold. And then the flip side is this right here, more bark. This is, I guess, kind of like bark too. And then, you know, the leaves and everything. You can subtly see the beigey leaves on that background, and look at all that champagne goldness. All right, can you see like on the background here, the leaves? It's very subtle. So it's really gorgeous paper. And it's still available. Yay! So we got others joining in. Hello, Sharon and Kathy and Shirley. Welcome. Okay, so besides that paper, here's the Gathering Moments bundle, okay? It's kind of like a distressed images, and they've got some great words in here. So if you need a thankful, thank you, thankful type of gratitude, these are perfect words. And look at these dies. These die cut your stamps here, and then these are 2 bonus dies, and we're going to use these today. They're meant to also, if you wanted to, if you're love to do a different type of crafting, you could do some stitching in here. So if you needle and thread, and there's linen thread and early espresso and olive, I believe, is what's in the suite, right? Yes, espresso and old olive thread, which you could easily stitch, or if you have other floss in your repertoire. Okay. All right. We're also, I'm going back to these branching out dies. These are great as well, and I think this is an online exclusive. Okay, and you're going to get a sneak peek of an embossing folder that will come out with the November online exclusives, which is, let me grab it. I almost forgot about this. This is called Beautiful Pattern 3D, okay? And do you know why I have it already? Because I'm a demonstrator and I get to pre-order. So if you would love to be able to get things at a discount, and also be able to pre-order early before anybody else, then take advantage of this month's Join Special, because it is awesome. There's 2 offers. One is $35 and you get free shipping, and you can choose $125 worth of product, no more. It has to be $125 or less, and you also get a free paper pumpkin kit. How can you beat that? So you can, in the Join kit, you can also pre-order all the new online exclusives, which are amazing. I haven't pulled out. There's a beautiful beauty of something that's coming out. I'm trying to remember what it's called. I don't have it in front of me. Oh, here we go. Brushed with Beauty. And let me give you a little sneak peek of this paper. Maybe this is all of it here. We did a card with this at my team meeting on Sunday, and I didn't grab it. I don't have it in front of me. As I said, I'm cleaning and putting stuff away. Does this have it all? It doesn't. So we've got like a lot of floral. Let's go to the B sides. We've got more floral. Here's another floral. We got that one. We got that one. We've got that. Maybe I don't have them all here. Here's another one. There's one missing. Is this one green? Yeah, I have one missing. So beautiful, gorgeous papers. I love the softness. There's a lot of vanilla in these, and we don't use vanilla enough, I don't think. So you're going to see some projects with this really, really soon. Maybe at the next Crafters Tea. Hint, hint. Okay. So what one am I missing? There's one. Which one am I missing? I must have not cut them all. Okay. Well, stay tuned, okay? You'll be seeing some projects with that. So take advantage. If you would love to have more information, message me or just go directly to my website at createwithnancy.com. You're not going to shop. You're going to click the join now button, okay, instead. And that will open up the join kit, and you will consider yourself to be a demo, but there's no pressure whatsoever. If all you do is go and take advantage of this offer. Hopefully you place another order by the end of you have to meet your minimums by the end of March, which is $300 to stay active. And if you don't, oh well, that's totally fine. So any future orders after the join kit is a 20% discount. Wow, how can you beat that? Okay, so, but if you would love more information, I would love to talk to you about it. Okay, what else are we doing today? So today's card, I did kind of share with you. So while we're making this card, I want you to think about whether I should go with these gold sequins or the brushed brush brass butterflies on this card. I couldn't make up my mind. So let me know in the comments whether you would like to, which one you think we should use on these, okay? Okay, let's get rocking here. So we are going to use one of my favorite colors, basic beige. I love using this in my cards now, okay? So I've already die cut one of those leaves out already, and you can see where you can go and stitch. And I'm not too worried whether all the holes are punched out. You know, that's totally fine. I die cut a crushed curry branching out die, okay? And then I embossed it with that, what's the name of that beautiful pattern 3D embossing folder. Look at the design. I love little, like, it's a great for doing some quilt cards. So we're gonna have to do some quilt cards soon and use this on it, okay? And we're gonna use this designer paper that's got the champagne stripes and some crushed curry and the basic beige. And we're gonna mat this onto some early espresso. So our card base is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches, or excuse me, 4 1/4 by 11 inches, okay, is our card base. And our designer paper is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, okay? So, so let's adhere it onto our early espresso, and that's going to be 4 inches by 5 1/4. Okay, I haven't used this size in a while. So we're going to just simply add that on there, get that little hint of color. Next, we're going to add our die cut here that's already embossed with that new embossing folder. So we're going to just put this straight dab in the middle, okay? So anybody got thoughts whether we use sequins or butterflies, okay? Because we're almost close to that step. This is how quick and simple this card is, okay? So we're going to add some dimensionals on here. Wherever you feel you need to. I'm going to use quite a few, I think. Let's put one up here, and let's put another one here. And maybe we'll use one of these right here. Okay, I think that looks good. I mean, you could always do more, but I think this is plenty. So let's take our dimensionals off, and let's add this on. Here we go. And it's not going to totally, you know, I'm going to just kind of put it at an angle, okay? Actually, let's put this onto our card base too. And I'm going to put this on flat as well. I know, Kathy, I love fall. I love making fall cards. I wish, you know, classes are coming to an end. So there is some fall classes tomorrow here in my classroom. So if anybody's interested, message me today, okay? If you can make it. Because there's still some seats open. Because there's only one more session left. And then just the crafters tea coming up, so you don't want to miss out making some cards. Okay, Sharon is saying sequins. So anybody else got thoughts? Here, we're gonna stamp many thanks right in the middle. This is just a piece of scrap. I don't even know what size it is. I have all these scrap strips from cutting cardstock. So I just kind of save them, put them aside. It's 1 inch, okay? So I just kind of tried to stamp it in the middle. Let's close this up before I do anything else. So I want this to kind of go at an angle. So I'm going to just kind of center my words, and we're just going to kind of eyeball this as to how long I want it to be, okay? Just kind of like that. So let's add some more dimensionals on this as well. Okay, Pat says sequins too. Okay, sequins it is. So there's some Christmas classes, which I don't think I put in my newsletter, but there's some Christmas. You can come check them out. There's some fall. I wish there was time to put this one together, but I only made this morning. So, all right, how's that looking? And I didn't think to grab my early espresso ribbon and the old olive ribbon, which would have been great to use on this. So I'm thinking I might make this as a class to go. All right. So let's add a mini glue dot. Okay, perfect card for a gorgeous. Yes, it is. The sun has been shining. It looks, you know, I really haven't been outside today. I've been at my desk and doing some last minute cleaning because company comes in tomorrow. So I want to make sure everything is ready for her. Alrighty. And there's class in the morning, so it has to be ready. Isn't that like the simplest card ever? So quick and simple. Okay, we're gonna go with sequins. We got 2 for sequins. So let me see here. Let's go with, let's put, this is where I always, you know, run into trouble. Okay, we're gonna just do some dots here. Let's put one here, and then let's go up here. All right, we're gonna just kind of set that aside. I like to, when I can, try to set it aside, let it give a little time to set up, and then add my sequins. I want it to dry a little bit, so it acts more like a glue dot, like a mini glue dot, and I won't get like all that excess glue squeezing out of it. So we'll just let that dry. We'll add this little 1/2 inch strip. So the cardstock is the same size. This white, basic white piece is the same size as our designer paper. So anybody remember those measurements? 3 7/8 by 5 1/8 is what it is. And then our cardstock mat is the same as the front. So 4 1/4 by 4 inches by 5 1/4. Okay, my brain is working way too fast. I think it's on high speed today. Okay, let's add a little 1/8 of an inch strip here. Should have probably cut some gold for that. Wait till you see the rest of the samples. I have done one in all the papers. It makes a nice collection. So yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think of like gifty things for my upcoming holiday sale. And this would be a nice collection of cards to give to somebody as well. I think. Oops, let's move that down a little bit and squish that down. All right, isn't that pretty? Let's, okay, let's add our sequins on, okay? And I'm using, instead of my take your pick tool, I'm going to use my scissor tips. And let me just, I need to get some of this glue off so it's not sticking. So they don't stick to my scissors. Okay, so tell me, somebody, I can't remember who suggested, I think it was Karen, Karen or Kathleen that was on here, suggested about how to place the sizes, go from big up to little. So How do you guys place your sizes? Normally I do like a big and a little and medium. I don't know. So let's do that and see how this looks today if we do that. So we'll put our little one up here. She said something and I should have like paid attention to the comment about it, how it falls from little to big or something. She explained it a certain way. It's kind of like a design thing. Is that big? This one's medium size. So there's like small, medium, and large sequins here. And these like last forever. So does anybody else use your scissor tips doing this? All right, what do you think? Did I do a good job in placing? Maybe I should have kind of placed it over here, but we got our triangle effect, right? So there. Okay, let's put the top on the sequins and let's add this to the inside of our card. Here we go. Remember, you don't need a ton of glue for this to stick. Thin pencil lines is all you need. Keep that in mind so you don't over glue and it lasts so much longer. Okay, here's our fancy dancy envelope to go with that. Okay, I got paper ready for 2 more cards here. I could just be making these the rest of the day, but I got work to do. I still got a little more cleaning to do. Okay, let's look at our cards. Let's start with, I don't know. So I like to do things in pairs. So I've got a Early Espresso matte and a crushed curry die cut here. So I did the same Early Espresso with the curry. Okay, so there's those 2. And then a Cajun Craze leaf there. Isn't that pretty? And then, let's see. Okay, these 2. And okay, let's do that. And then, so I did like 3 Cajun curry backgrounds. So we got an Old Olive matte and then the crushed curry and an Early Espresso leaf there. All right, so those are the 3. This one, the I keep wanting to say Early Espresso. We're done with that, Nancy. Okay, Old Olive, Early Espresso die cut. And then we've got a gold foil. How does that look? Doesn't that look kind of sharp? All right, and then we have this one right here. Cajun Craze with the Early Espresso and a crushed curry leaf there. And then finally, this one's my favorite. So let me know which one is your favorite here, okay? By the leaf color, okay? Because I got all different leaves. So look at this one, the Cajun matte, Early Espresso. And this is the earthen something foil. It's new in the mini catalog, right? Or no, hang on. Yeah, it's in the mini catalog. I think it's got to be in the mini. Yes, it's with the twine in the September through December 2025 mini catalog. It's right here in the autumn twine. It is called Earthen Tone Metallic Specialty Paper, and you get 3 sheets for $7.50. But isn't that? I think this one's gorgeous to me. Look at that. Just the colors, that earthen toned. It's kind of like a bronzy, coppery type foil. So, okay, so which one do you love? Thanks, Pat. And hi, Joan, welcome. Yeah, yes, I'm sure it's chilly here. We're like in the 50s. And my aunt, Jack's aunt, my husband's aunt that's coming to visit, she's from down south, so she's really going to be chilly. But anyways, okay, so anybody have a favorite? Do you love the earthen tone, the Early Espresso, the crushed curry, the gold, the Cajun, or the simple and basic beige? So feel free to leave me a message. And don't forget, You can order any of these supplies in our online store, okay, in my online store, except for this. The only way you can get this is if you take advantage of the Join Kit special offer. And the offer is good through the end of October, but don't wait till the last minute because some of the things could run out of stock, as we all know. Okay, so don't wait too long because you just never know. All right, so let's see, we will be back on Friday. Oh, we're gonna use this, okay, and this will determine which one I use on my 3D item, okay? We're gonna make something 3D. Maybe it'll be great for your Thanksgiving table, or maybe you have some fall birthdays, but come back Friday at 3 p.m. here on YouTube only to see what my 3D item is going to be. Okay, sneak hint. So let me know by the leaf color what one I should use because I haven't made up my samples yet. All right. Kathy says the earthen toes. Gail says the Cajun craze. Okay, keep going. I'll see what everybody else thinks. Oh, you're saying your favorites. Okay, Pat loves the crushed curry. Yep, I love it. I love them all. So anyways, okay, everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. I so appreciate you. And just don't go and take advantage of our Join special. I would love to have you be part of our team, the Inking with the Heart Stampers. We just love having new people join us. You can either be in person or virtual, whatever fits your lifestyle or wherever you're from, but just come and reach out to me. Okay, talk to you later.